shitty.
I know.
That be shitty.
I think that's why I like doing it in Callie's room. Hi, everyone. She's like, that's me. That's you. Trying to get better lighting, y'all. Maybe if we go this way.
No, come on. You can see the light.
It's
It's
this
coming
way.
from here. You gotta close this.
Okay, y'all. Bear with us. While people trickle in. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Turn the big light on.
All right, here we go. Hi, everyone. This is your first time officially seeing Callie since the monoblock removal surgery, the halo removal. Hi. I know I posted a short and we had every intention of going live last weekend, but y'all, I worked the night shift and then this one woke up like at 3 a.m. and then she slept from 8 to 1. And then I had some things to do. We just couldn't get on the right schedule, but we've had a couple nights of good sleep. She slept from 9:45 to 7. I slept from 7 to 10 a.m. And so here we are. She's
Hi.
like, what's daddy doing? Oh,
No, okay.
You want to lay down? let me bring her over here. But yes, so the halo came off last week.
Girl.
Last week, yeah. And it was a overnight stay. And we are just so glad to be done with that chapter. So many of you all have been rocking with us since day one. Like, you remember the prayer we did before we went in for monoblock surgery, and now, 3 months later, and we're done. Callie is still like getting back to herself. Rome and I were talking about this. We wouldn't say she's like all the way 100%. I just think the trauma of having that halo on for that many months is hard to overcome. And so day by day, I think she gets better. She gets more alert, makes more eye contact.
You just have to think that, like, if it took 3 months for her to do that, you have to give her realistically like 3 months to kind of snap back into what she was doing pre-surgery. So we're just trying to be patient with her and also know that, like, there's some things that we have to progress, like her being on the potty and stuff like that. Like, we gotta at least get her back into some of those things, but we're just gonna go as she goes, as we've always done.
Exactly. Like during those 3 months, potty training kind of went out the window because it was just so hard for her to sit on the potty. So that was one thing, like Ron mentioned. Signing, she kind of went back to being like held by us because she needed that comfort. So like soothing we're working on. Just so many things that we kind of went backwards because she was recovering and we were just giving her a lot of slack. Like, hey, if she wants to be cuddled by mama, it is what it is. So now that the halo's off, she still wants those cuddles. And so we're trying to ease back into it. And so there's been a couple of nights and she's been doing well with going to sleep and not needing to be rocked and signing more and communicating more. But we're just so blessed. Like, the doctor was so excited about just the results, her sweet little face.
Yeah.
I definitely.
Tell him why he was excited though.
Okay. Yes, God is good. I need your PO box, please. It's on my channel. So if you go to the channel and go to the top and the About Me, I have the PO box there. So head over there and you can get the PO box. So before Callie's monoblock surgery, we met with the doctor, the surgeon, and he had said, we have this surgery, then we have one more between 8 and 10. And we're like, okay. It was the first time we kind of heard like the details of it. And he said it was called Lefort 3, and it also required a halo. It wouldn't be pulling her forehead and eyes forward, but it'd be pulling like her nose and upper jaw. And we were just like, wait.
He didn't tell us about that the first go around.
No, he just said there'd be a surgery, but he didn't tell us it was going to be the halo again. I definitely was trying to be positive in the sense of she's about to go under for surgery, but also kind of like defeated because in our heads we were so excited that we were doing this so young that maybe she wouldn't remember all of it when she got older. But at 8, 9, 10, you remember all of that. So we were just like, wow.
And we thought it would be done. Like we originally we knew that we would have 3 major head surgeries, and to hear like the 4th one and then later the jaw one, we're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And so he also said there's a jaw one at 16 to realign her jaw because that's when her face and her jaw will stop growing. So we go through the whole process. I don't know if you guys remember, but she had pins through her mouth and through her nose. Those were extra. So after she came out, she had 8 pins in her face, and we were expecting 4 to 5. So he had to reinforce it, and kind of we pulled the front of her mouth and had those pins right there. So we're turning, things are going well. He sees her, he's really happy with the space we've created. And then we get to the halo removal. He removes it and comes back into the room where he talks to us about how it went. And then I am very much like, okay, this one's done. The next one, you said 8 or did you say 9? And he kind of laughed. It was like, actually, we got so much space. We overcorrected so much because we had those extra pins in that I don't feel like we'll need to do the one at 8.
Well, that's hold on. He said that there's a chance that we may not do it. It's too early to tell.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually
he said,
say that
he said, I feel
we'll do it. He just said that we may not have to do it, which is like,
it's big.
It's still promising because it's like, if we don't have to go through this whole 3-month halo thing and take, she's going to be in school then and probably have to take up her entire summer or something like that just to recover from the Lafort.
Yeah, it's called the Lafort 3.
Yeah, it's just a whole other thing of trauma, which again, the time in the hospital, time to work through it, time to recover. So
exactly. And so I wasn't finished with that sentence, but yeah, I was saying, he said, I don't feel like we'll have to do it, but like he said, time will tell. I need to monitor and see the scans. But what he was saying is that the Lafort 3 is creating this like curvature in her cheeks and the front of her mouth. Yeah. And he's like, we overcorrected and we got a lot of definition in her face and curvature. And so he's just like, I feel pretty good about it, but we'll continue to monitor her. But for me, it was just kind of like, he's someone that doesn't say things unless he feels pretty confident about it. So the fact that he even like verbalized it was kind of like, whoa, and we're so early. So it's promising. Obviously, only time will tell.
Yeah.
But
we'll know right before then. So he's going to check in with us every few years and just check in with her scans and see how things are going and all that. But like Felicia was saying, that's the big benefit of doing it so young, that as her head and her skull are still continuing to form, like there hopefully won't have to be too much more modification to it, because naturally she's just going to grow into the changes.
Exactly. And I feel like he was also mentioning when you do it so young, like the bone moves a lot easier than when you're older. And so being able to have this surgery at this age where she's still growing, there's still some like soft spots compared to when you're older, your bone is pretty formed and hard, and it's a lot hard to manipulate it and like get it to move and separate. So yeah. So that's a positive. Obviously we weren't expecting the surgery in the begin with. So it's kind of like, all right, we'll just wait and see. But our doctors usually don't say too much. They know how we are. So they're like, we don't want to put that out there without feeling good about it. But he's been doing it for 25 years. So
exactly.
So to hear him say that was kind of like, all right, this surgery did really well. Let me go through some of the comments. Will she always have a trach? Honestly, we just don't know. I think we're hopeful that she won't, but only time will tell. We just have to let her do her thing. This surgery did create a lot of space. So our goal and hope is that she gets used to the space and the new pathway. So right now, she's just so used to breathing right through her trach that she doesn't realize that she can push air through her mouth and her nose.
We think.
Hmm.
We think we still have to like make sure that she can breathe through her mouth and her nose, because just like if you guys saw, if you guys watched Felicia's Instagram and you saw her story on the book that Cali Syndrome sister Danny created for her. Danny is 16, and I know that Danny's surgery started later, but she just now is starting to breathe out of her nose. And so like it's still like, even after the structural changes takes a little bit of time. And so that's the thing. That's why the passing air valve that Callie's wearing right now, we have to get her to force the air up through her mouth and her nose so she can get comfortable with, the mechanics of breathing, but also like be able to sustain that. So
Exactly. Because like the space is there. But I was saying it's like she's just so accustomed to breathing through this route that she's like, I don't know how to push air through my nose or my mouth. So only time will tell. We'll continue to use the PMV and encourage her, but it's a lot of like she just has to learn how to do it, and only time will tell how that works. Like, where you going, girl? Yeah. But one of the positives too is like her glasses fit on her face. Now they're way too big because before we got them to fit her eyes, so we'll have to get some new glasses. But before we could barely keep them on. Yeah. We've been dancing still. We've been moving around. She's making some noises now with her B&B on. Let's see. She is so strong and will bounce back. Teresa, yes, she will. So yeah, will she always have the trach? We just don't know. How old is Callie? She's 2.5. I think she'll be 2.5 next month. Is the hammer Callie's favorite? We see her with it a lot. She loves her hammer. She has a couple favorites: her hammer, her spinner, the box cutter. What else, Ron?
The banana.
Oh, a banana. Yeah, she got her go-tos. Is she eating candy? We're bringing it back in. So she's eating by mouth. She's not swallowing all of it, but we're just reintroducing it. Just we have to think about it. She's learning how to eat and how to breathe through her nose and mouth, how to talk. And so a lot of our therapists said that we have to kind of go back. So like we have to get her babbling, and then we have to get her trying to form words. So although she is 2.5 and she understands things like a 2-year-old, the actual structural part and like the milestones and things we're trying to get her, she has to go back and do it like as she's like a 1-year-old. So we can't go right into walking or talking, I should say, or eating. We have to go into learning how to do those steps first. So we're just, like Rome said, we're just being really patient, and she is always someone that does things on her own time.
And when she does it, she does it. Like we've been saying before in the past, like she's just gonna do it one day. And then we're just gonna be like, okay, we're here.
Right. I had a dream last night that she was talking. I was like, whoa. Lenora, thank you for taking us on your journey. It's a process, praying along the way. I've worked with children with trachs. One therapy we did was teach child to blow as if they're blowing out a candle. Oh, no, that's a great one.
That's a really good one.
That's something that our speech therapist mentioned. We need to get into all those, but yes. Thank you for that. An amazing surgery. She's just as beautiful. Thank you. Lucy, watching from Kenya. Hello. Scott, just beautiful. An angel to us all. The transformation is just amazing. And shout out to all the amazing surgeons and medical team. Somebody somewhere had to develop this surgery for the first time. So true. And we are so blessed because I know a lot of kiddos that are our age, that have Piper syndrome, weren't able to get this surgery because it hasn't existed for this long.
Um,
And they didn't used to do it on kids Callie's age. So very blessed. Speedy recovery, girl. I will call you. Yeah, I can't say that. The brave warrior of Ashanti. Love you from Ashanti Kingdom in Ghana, West Africa. Thank you. She is a brave warrior. She would just keep pushing and working with her. Yeah. Aesthetic butterfly. Thank you for sharing. I feel like I'm a part of the family. I love you guys. Beautiful Callie and wonderful mom and dad. Thank you. You are. You all are a part of our family.
yeah.
Neo. She will soon master it. She will. Miss Lori, to you. Hello from Texas. How beautiful she looks, just like you. You can see it so well now. She is so strong. What a fighter. Demika, yes. Yeah, I think what we've learned throughout this whole journey is just patience, is we just don't think of other people's timeline. We're not like, oh, she's 2.5, she should be doing this.
Yeah.
No, she's Callie.
We go
And
on our own.
yeah, and she's had so many surgeries, so many things to deal with in life that we have to factor all that in. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's like,
She said, "Yep."
she's still making some noises, still like mimicking mouth movement. Yeah. Cat kisses. Cat kisses. Thank you. Still a sweetie. Oh, yeah, but we just had a case conference with our nurses and last night, and we're just kind of getting ready for the summer. Nana and Papa, my mom and dad, are coming on Wednesday. We got some family vacations coming up. So we're just ready. Halo's off, ready to get back to living life, having some play dates, getting her out in the water, just living.
Dance parties.
Yes, dance parties. I just feel like with the Halo on, we just tried to be really safe and we stayed in the house and we kind of went places, but yeah, nowhere near what we're about to do, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Halo on added just a layer of, it's uncomfortable for her, putting her in the car seat, and the car seat even like doesn't have that much space. It's almost like because she's so tall to where, maybe from a height standpoint, maybe she should be facing the other way, but like because of her weight, she's little. She's still like too small to be facing the other way, so it's still, a little too uncomfortable with her to, or uncomfortable for her to get in the car and go places. And so, as much as we did try to do, now that it's off, and now that again we're adjusting to life without it, it's time to really expose her to all the things that she missed over the last few months. And luckily, the weather wasn't that great anyway, so it's not like we were going to be outside too much. But I mean, now
What's in my earring?
Now we got an aquarium. We got a whole bucket list full of stuff that the nurses did for us that we got to do now.
We do.
Daddy and Cali art projects.
Yes, and if you guys aren't, follow Rome's channel. Subscribe. I'm like, subscribe to Rome's channel. There's going to be a lot more daddy fatherhood. So many of you guys say, wow, he's such an amazing father. And we want to just showcase being a great dad from different elements. A Black dad, a dad that has a medical needs daughter, a millennial dad. Like there's so many different.
Dad with his own medical needs.
Exactly. So we want
really.
You like my earrings?
I was really sitting there thinking, because I have to do, you guys see what we do for Cali from a caregiving standpoint, from a medicine and all those other things. And
thank you.
Like, I'm probably actually going to create at least a small content series about like some of the medical stuff I do, between the acupuncture, the saunas, the red light therapies, the IVs, the all these things that I have to do literally just to feel decent. There's no feeling good. Like I personally don't know what feeling good means, but like I'm going to try to obviously find a way to bring that back with her and kind of the series of what we both go through as people with medical conditions. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys like it because it's a lot of stuff and a lot of money that I have to spend just to lay here all day and feel like trash. But it is what it is.
But yeah, so we'll take you along in the summer. Yeah, you saying some things? You want to tell them? Mm-hmm.
She's speaking to you guys.
She is. I don't know if you can
Can you
hear
guys
her.
translate? What are you saying, sweetie?
Uh-huh.
You say touchdown? Callie said, does anybody need a house built? She can build it for you.
You went off?
Yeah, I was going to say you might need it.
Yeah, good job. It's a lot of work for her. But no, so all the things we've done before, I feel like it's just a new experience for her now, especially with that she wears her glasses. So zoo, we got that on lock. Lots of play dates. We got a lot of new friends that we're making. And so it should be some fun summer stuff. And I want to say thank you to my members. We had a special member Zoom and Sabrina and Rescue. It was so great to meet you. I'll be doing more Zooms for our members. And then over time, I will do a rollout and select 10 of our subscribers to be in a Zoom call with us. Callie was in there dancing. And it was just nice to see faces and to hear your story of like, why you follow our journey and what you've learned from our journey. So thank you again, Sabrina and Florence, for joining us. Sabrina from Virginia and Florence from Toronto. Loved it. And then my members, I have some Cali art. It's going out this week. And so the finishing touches have been put on it and I will be mailing them out. So if you haven't put your addresses on that Google form on our member page, please do. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the comments. Don, I totally identify with spending so much time, money, and effort to lay around and feel like trash. I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. It gets emotional some days. Yesterday was one of those emotional days, but I didn't allow myself to go through it because like there's nothing. Okay, this is actually bad because I practice like letting this stuff out. But like yesterday was a day that's like we've just been caregiving so much and doing so much to where it's like I couldn't allow myself time to just be in my emotions for it. But I also knew because I got an IV yesterday, I also knew that it was just going to be a matter of time till the IV, kicked in and I was going to be feeling okay and whatnot. But I mean, either way, um, yeah, let yourself go through those emotions. Don't be like me. Be better.
Yeah, it's been hard over here, y'all. Like, we have been covering a lot of night shifts. I saw someone ask about the day nurses and night nurses. The days have been solid. The nights have not been, and we lost one of our night nurses. She's a kind of seasonal, so in the summer she's not working. And so it's just been the worst timing to have to carry that load of working the night shift. So pray for us. Pray that Callie continues to sleep like she has the last few days. It doesn't help when she wakes up at 3 a.m. and we're just like trying to function. No, it doesn't. We don't like Callie night parties.
Callie had me. She got me shook the other day because she was thrashing around like 2:45, and I was just prepping for her to wake up at 3 like she has been, and she turned over and went back to sleep. And I was the only one awake for 2 hours. So I was just sitting there kind of like waiting for her. And of course it was great that she was sleeping, but just in my head, I'm just like, shoot, I can't now like go back to sleep because I'm prepping for this. I think she's gonna wake up any minute now. And yeah, it was just Not complaining because it's a blessing she slept.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard over here, like Felicia said.
Yeah. And so I worked last night and she slept from 9:45 to 7. So praises. I have tonight as well. Sleep again for me tonight, okay? Okay. Someone said really quick, I wanted to read it because there's to Rome. Rome, let those emotions out. I can't imagine being a medical needs parent and having your own medical problems. Give yourself grace. Yes.
I do. And typically I do. It was just yesterday. I think that I was at that point of too much fatigue, too much everything, too much to where like I typically do let my emotions out and just let myself go through the moment. But yesterday, knowing that coming home and we needed to like get her squared away, like I didn't allow myself that. So next time I will.
Up close and personal. So this next video that's going to premiere is like a day date with Rome and I. It's a fun weekend. We had a couple weekends ago, and we just want to showcase that we are parents, but we are also like in a marriage. We also have our own selves to take care of. And so just showing you more of the parent perspective. You will see Cali in it, but you'll see more of us on the channel and us taking care of our marriage, which is only going to feed into this one and giving her a strong foundation. Yeah. Yeah. Are you saying bye? But as long as this one sleeps well, we will continue to do lives. I want to do them weekly, but thank you for your understanding of sometimes it just don't work out the way we like to. And I know a lot of you all are from different countries, different coast. And so I know when I do them later, it's hard for you to make them. Can you say bye-bye?
Those from Canada, happy Canada Day.
Yeah.
From yesterday.
You see yourself? You all done. That's all done. We love you all. The videos will pick up. I will say that the next handful of videos will still be of Cali with the halo on. We'll be caught up. I want to show you some of our day in the lives and then the halo removal. And then we'll get into current times. We have a family vacation coming up. And so we'll be taking some time to spend with family.
And we got a series coming up. We got so much good content you guys are going to enjoy coming up. But the one that I'm going to be working on is more about me and Felicia and our journey from 2011 to parenthood. So you guys can be able to understand our origin story, what it looked like for us throughout some of those years. And also too, if you think about some specific videos you want to see from us, like some keeping it real videos and other videos, just make sure to leave them in the comments and we'll go back through and try to get those taken away or squared away.
Yeah, definitely. Give us feedback. Tell us topics like Rome said. Leave it in the comment under this video or in the live chat, and we'll go back and watch and read. All right, everyone.
All right,
stay
bye.
tuned. We're going to go to a video premiere, and we'll see you live next week.
Hey.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Girl.
Yeah.